us on Facebook.
I liked it on Facebook.
Follow us on Twitter. INSiiGHTS.
Yeah.
2 I's in the middle. INSiiGHTS.
All right, y'all.
Like us on Facebook.
I liked it on Facebook.
Follow us on Twitter. INSiiGHTS.
Yeah.
2 I's in the middle. INSiiGHTS.
All right, y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Claflin Athletics Show. I'm your host, Mickey Clayton, the coach. And we're fortunate to be in our second season of the Claflin Athletics Show. As we say all the time, there's not many teams in the CIAA that has their own conference show like Claflin University. And one of the things that we're really excited about is we're starting early enough to get our volleyball program on. Their season is underway, getting ready to really get started. And we'll be able to see Coach Shy, as they call her, Coach Guinyard, and have her team on more than once this year. So you'll get a real good look at what's going on with this volleyball program. But Coach has a couple of young ladies with you that she wanted to share with you, the audience. I'd like to welcome to the show the original, the only Coach Shy. Coach, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I don't know. I'm not as good as y'all. Y'all just always radiate. Just always smiling and grinning. Y'all, that's a special group of young ladies you have, Coach.
Definitely.
Would you please take a moment and introduce these young ladies to the audience?
So to my left right here, I have my senior middle blocker, Taneja Robinson. She is from Daytona Beach, Florida. And back again with us for the second time, I have my senior libero, Jasmine Kirkland from Lugoff, South Carolina.
Well, how you young ladies doing?
Good.
Coach, if they play as in unison as they answer questions, you might be. I see you got the homegirl there from Florida. Okay, we see you representing now. Okay, homegirl. Coach, tell us why you selected these two young ladies to be with you today.
So I selected these two young ladies because they're part of my senior leadership. I say senior leadership staff, because I'm preparing them to be leaders once they leave this realm of athletics. So I chose these two. They're my seniors as far as experience on the court, experience in this program, and then also as far as their experience in this conference. So I wanted to bring some seasoned young ladies that know and have been a part of this culture for quite a while right now.
Okay, but one of the young ladies still a baby, isn't she?
Yeah, Jasmine is still young, but they're a month apart. So Jasmine is in March and Taneja's in February. So they're not, too young.
They're both seniors, Coach?
Yes, they are.
Oh, okay. Well, Coach, I need you to elaborate just a little bit. You did something that is what the program is all about. You had 3 young ladies that got their degrees last year. Please talk about them. We have to give all credit, respect to them and their families, and them being able to come to Claflin and get their degree. Talk about each one of them individually if you can a little bit. We have to recognize them.
Right. So my 3 seniors that graduated last year, we have Erin Preston, who was a senior from Atlanta, Georgia. Simone Newell was a transfer from Delaware State. She's also from Atlanta, Georgia, and Danelle Branch. She was from Daytona Beach, Florida as well. So all 3 of them, especially Erin and Danny in specific, they were in this program from their freshman year. So all 4 years, seeing them grow from when they first stepped foot on campus in preseason to their culminating of graduating. And then Simone coming in for the last 2 years and being a terrific part of our offense. Just molding them in and bringing that experience that they had from Danny and Erin and Simone and combining them in with what I brought in, the additions, the new additions, and then also the returners that we had. So I was very, very grateful for them. Always grateful to see them at the final goal, which is to get that degree. That's what I preach in the program. I definitely want to see them get a degree. Also to be successful on the court. So, but the most important thing is seeing them get that degree. That brings tears to my eyes, literally.
And it should, and I understand, that they were very close to you, but can you tell us a little bit about what they majored in and what they're doing now?
So Erin majored in sports management. Right now she's working as a publicist for a company in Atlanta. Danelle is actually in Kentucky. She's doing an internship as far as she took another aspect to what she kind of got an interest in towards the end of her senior year, as far as like business and publication as well. I think she's also doing like some DJ style things. And then Simone, she's now a graduate student at another institution in the conference, and she's getting her master's degree in biotechnology.
Biotechnology?
Mm-hmm. So she's doing a little research.
Wow. Coach, she a little cerebral to have a major like that.
Right.
Okay. Well, Coach, going into this season, you're getting ready to start real soon. Your season is just around the corner to be able to play. Yep,
9 days.
Where is your team in terms of what you want from them?
I've seen improvement from week 1 to week 3. We're in week 3 now. I'm seeing a little bit more of consistency as far as mashing, or not mashing, but putting together all of the different parts that I have. And then also I've switched some positions. Some people are playing out of position. We've been training really, really hard. So just putting it all together, getting them all comfortable, getting them all on the same system of this conference, of this program. So right now we're on the up and up. I just want to see a little bit more consistency in some things and putting it all together. So right now we're looking pretty good.
Okay. Jasmine and Ms. Robinson, Ms. Kirkland, Ms. Robinson, y'all tell me that the seniors left, what legacy did they leave you with? What did they leave you with that you wanted to make sure that you carried on with this year's team?
I would say for the seniors, they left passion for the game, dedication, and so that's what we're gonna bring this year. They really loved the sport, and they tried, and they did everything. They put their all on the court. So we're just gonna follow.
Yeah, they were all hard workers. So I feel like what we have now, we're all hard workers too. So we'll continue that.
You did last year, did y'all do for the seniors? I know a lot of times the underclassmen, it's the seniors' last go round, and a lot of times we make that ultimate sacrifice because we know they don't have another chance. Did that play at all with you as you got ready to go to the CIAA, or as the season unwound for you?
They really had a big senior night. They had a lot of fans come out. We did all the gym, so that was something big that I feel like they should have been proud that we left for them.
Yeah, I saw some pictures from senior night, and it looked like it was a festive event, and it looked like it was a little emotional.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. It really was.
So all y'all were crying, huh?
Yeah,
I'm a big baby.
Yeah. So you were looking forward to the time when they come back and see y'all play, huh?
Yes.
Coach, you have some seniors. What do you expect from them with some of the new girls that you have? Because you got some new girls on the program. What do you expect your seniors to do to provide for them?
Well, we've been talking about this since the summer. Let's go back to spring training. So preparing them early of what I expected from them, expecting them to lead by example. I know, of course, every leader isn't perfect, but I want them to know, I'm in their corner and I want to prepare them to put out the best product. So if they're training hard, if they're working hard, if they're showing up on time and they're putting their 110% in, then the rest of the young ladies behind them will do the same thing. So it's kind of like a follow, like a string effect. If I'm pulling that string to be great, then the rest of them are going to pull that string to be great as well.
How well do you young ladies get along off the court?
Nope.
Oh, we're close.
Too well.
We're really close. Like, the whole team is just very close.
All right. What kind of stuff y'all do together as a team?
Hang out for real. We'll sit in the lobby in somebody's dorm and just talk for hours, knowing we have to be up at 4 a.m.
Literally.
Well, Coach, so all of them get along well. Is that normal in the program, or this is a little unusual for them to be this close?
I would say no. I wouldn't say it's unusual. Like Jasmine and Taneja said, sometimes they're too close, and that tends to show on the court where sometimes they may still be in that mode of we're getting to know each other, or I don't want to get on you too much because we're that close. So it's not unusual. Sometimes it is because the fact that they don't know how to switch it off sometimes. But no.
Coach, we had a team close like that one time, and I was on one of them at halftime, and they're gonna pull me aside, telling me, Coach, she and her boyfriend broke up. I said, what's that got to do with those 4 layups she missed? She missed 4 layups. You still got to make the layups. I don't care if they broke up or not.
Right.
Yeah. Coach, ease up on her some. Okay, she make those layups, so sit over here next to me. I'm gonna ease up on her all right.
Oh yes, I say that all the time. They know.
See, Coach, I need y'all to go back to that 4 o'clock practice. Did you say a.m.?
Yes.
Coach, talk to me about that.
So we're ending almost the phase of our preseason. So I mean that involves us getting up at 4 a.m. for 5 a.m. workouts and individual skill training during the day, and then we're hitting team practice in the evening wave.
Young ladies, what y'all have to say about it? I won't tell Coach what you said.
The hardest part about it is waking up. So once that alarm goes off, it's a struggle. But after you get up and you're in the groove, then it's okay.
Okay. And what time are you through at the end of the day? What time is your last practice over with?
8:30, yeah.
8:30 a.m. or 8:30 p.m.?
p.m.
I'm going to move right along. It's just too much room I can go with that. I'm going to Coach, I know that was a plan to make sure you take care of that social time because they don't have much time for social activities.
Oh, no. Not right now.
Not right now. Okay, Coach. What is the game or who's your opponent that's your arch rival game that you might not have did as well against last year that everybody kind of has a taste in their mouth about already?
We got a taste in our mouth about a few teams. Fayetteville State, Winston-Salem State are our games that we kind of have a little bitter taste in our mouth about. We know exactly what we need to do when it comes to preparing for them. It's just putting it actually into action. Like we talk about it, we go through it, we do it. And then sometimes we let, the environment, because of this conference, it's a very powerful, high energy conference, whether any gym you go into, but putting it all together and being solid and not letting that be a mental barrier block. So I would probably have to say Fayetteville and Winston, but all of them treat us like new kids on the block. So we kind of got a bitter taste for people that we knew we can hang with and beat. So yeah.
Well, you open your season with, I think, 4 road games. I mean, before you come home, what is the mental attitude that you have to be those road warriors that you're going to have to be to go in some of these hostile gyms to play in?
Right. It's us. Like we have to lock into us. We're like in our saying, we're all we got, we all we need. We're strong as our weakest link. I will give my all, win or lose. So whether we're home, whether we're away, we're playing for each other. We're playing with each other. So the road thing, I mean, it's a little mental barrier, the strength of or the duration of travel, but knowing that we got a job to do, whether we're home or away.
Young ladies, what do y'all think when you go on the road? What comes to your mind when you're going on the road? What thoughts go through your head?
Definitely being mentally tough. Coming into this conference, I've never been in an environment where they're going to call my name, my mama's name, my dog's name, everything. So you just have to tune into the game and rely on the other people on the court with you and your teammates.
What do you tell the freshmen to get them ready for that? Because some of them have not experienced what it's like at an HBCU arena.
we be telling them that they got to be mentally tough because it gets hard, and especially if your mental is not there, it's gonna be tough. But as long as we got each other, then it really doesn't matter.
Coach, are these opportunities that you used for your team to bond together when you travel like this?
Yes. We've been doing quite a bit of fundraising and finding like different areas where we'll be at to find little things where we can do like a little, let our hair down, not be strictly about, the business, so that we can kind of, tap into each other and learning each other. So yeah.
What can your alumni and boosters do when you travel?
Show up.
Okay. Do they basically know when you're in town, or are you trying to educate them that you're in town?
Trying to educate them. And then also some of them, alumni, they don't really know the sport of volleyball. So getting them to come out, whether it's even at a practice, for them to be able to meet the girls, learn the sport, because volleyball is very complex. Everybody usually thinks it's just a bump the ball over or tap it over. So actually educating them too and getting the interest of, the overall strategy of the game. So yeah.
Okay, where do you go that you usually get pretty good support?
Most of my girls are from this area, North Carolina. So a lot of the games that we play are in North Carolina. So we have a pretty great group of parents and supporters that will be traveling with us.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
So the parents get behind the girls pretty much.
Yep.
What does that do for y'all to look up and see your parents there?
I love looking up and seeing my parents in the stands. Ever since I started playing, me and my mama have this eye contact thing going. So if I look up, I just know she's rooting for me.
Okay.
Me, on the other hand, my parents, they live further away. But just knowing that, seeing my other teammates' parents there, and just knowing that I have that support, it means a lot, and it helps, and it pushes me through. So it means a lot.
Let me go off course just a little bit. What do you do when you see a freshman that's doing something that she shouldn't be doing? Do y'all take it upon yourself to talk to her? You tell coach without letting them know you told coach, or you just watch them kind of crash and burn? What's the philosophy?
I feel like we talk to them. We really talk to the freshmen. So we try not to involve Coach Shy unless it's really needed. But for the most part, we just talk to them personally.
Okay, what happens when you see one that's talking to a guy that y'all know don't need any? You gotta remember now, I coached and I got daughters, so I know all those pitfalls.
I
got y'all there, boy. Look at them.
If it's a good guy, then we'll let her know. If it's not, then we'll also let her know. It's up to her whether she listens or not. Okay.
Do y'all have an unwritten code that you can't talk to somebody who used to be on the team? It's on the team.
It's just a girl code.
Yeah, just girl code, teammate code.
Does that create a problem if somebody does that?
I don't think we've ever had that happen.
Yeah, I don't think that's happened to us.
I think when I played, it did.
Yeah.
When I played.
Okay. It created a problem, huh?
It did. It did.
I've had some basketball teams I've had it happen to.
Oh man.
You know, and it created problems. You know, it really did. But a lot of times the upperclassmen, when you get a freshman who really wants to listen and try and do right, it makes it a little easier for you to talk to her. Mm-hmm. You know, and we have more issues with them trying to get them not to be overly involved in a social life where they don't do their classes because they would think they're gone from home and they can just do whatever they want to. And they had explained to them that they won't be here long living that life. Mm-hmm. You know, and the players always see that. Y'all always see it before coach does. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of one of the things that you have to kind of talk to them. But perhaps even during visits, you kind of see things. Yeah. You know, we always knew that we were evaluating them as well as they were evaluating us. Mm-hmm. Coach, you gonna have problems if you recruit her. God, Coach, I'm just
and they definitely let me know.
Oh, that's great. How do y'all do classes? How do you do tutoring on the road, Coach? And young lady, how do y'all do that? Because you know that is not easy to do, and it requires some self-discipline to be gone on the road like you are, and still have to be at an educational academic institution like Claflin. You still got to get those grades. Mm-hmm. How do y'all handle it?
I feel like you just have to have an open communication with your professors. Like, for example, today I went to one of my professors' office and I handed her the schedule and our departure times. And I was like, look, we're just going to have to do a lot of one-on-ones, or I asked her if this is okay because I'm going to be missing your class a lot. And most of the time they're understanding.
And also, like, I feel like when we're on the road, Coach Shy makes sure that we have study halls. So she doesn't play. Like, we get our work done, and she makes sure we have study hall on the road.
Everywhere.
Okay, Coach, do you have a time that you do study hall, or do you put everybody together in one location? We all study in the
so when we're on the road, we do it all together, and then we have a time block. Of course, it's probably in between, matches, or when we have free time before or after. So it's usually all together. And then when we're on the bus traveling, they usually let me know, Coach Shaw, I'm doing this work from this time to this time, and they get some rest.
Coach, what do you do with that young lady who tells you I don't have any homework when it's time for them to study?
I tell them to look at a assignment that's coming up so they can get it done. You don't ever not have something that you can't do. If it's something that you can knock out, it's always something you can do.
Coach, you know why I ask you that? Because I've had them tell me that.
Yeah, I have to. Yep, but I tell them it's always something because they have a Moodle system, and it usually tells them if they have something, do that week, that day, the weeks ahead, the months ahead. So they pretty much have a schedule of what's due and what's the time frame.
Okay, Coach, you almost a month away from your first home match.
Mm-hmm.
Coach, that's a long time to be gone on the road. So it's a ways away, but how are you not putting the cart before the horse, knowing that you're going to be on the road for about 3 or 4 weeks before you come home, and you're playing 2-3 matches a week?
Right. I think it's really us taking it a match at a time and using the matches prior to our first home match, which is a conference match, to prep and clean up what we've been working on in preseason, and then seeing what we need to strengthen before we go into conference play. So just taking it a match at a time and then a practice at a time behind that.
You have something I need you to explain to me. At the end of the season and the middle of the season, you have something with the conference that y'all do. Explain that to the people who are not knowledgeable about volleyball.
So with us being entire conference made up of 13 institutions, we're divided by division. So we're on the Southern Division with 6 other institutions, and then on our northern side, we have 6 institutions. So we meet in a neutral site. The first one will be September 30th and October 1st, and the second will be October 14th and 15th. We'll split them up. We'll play 3 teams from that northern division in that first roundup, and then that second roundup we'll play the remaining 3, so that we'll be able to see our northern division competitors, because we usually don't see them until postseason when they bring out the rankings.
Okay, and then does that have anything to do with how you seed for the CIAA tournament?
Yes, it does.
Okay, tell us about the tournament.
So the CIAA tournament, right now, with it being 13 teams, it'll be the top 4 from each division. And so that'll determine, so it's 8 teams total, top 4. We'll start with the quarterfinal match at the higher seeds campus. And then the winner will advance to the semifinals and the finals in Bowie, Maryland.
And what do you remember from last year's participation?
We were the 8th seed. That still left a bitter taste in our mouth. But I think being that we're coming back and we know exactly what's expected, we're gonna do better than what we did. And then also, this is the year Bowie, Maryland was the year that we were the Final Four participants. So I'm really excited this year.
Okay, for those of you who don't know, when you're the 8th seed, that means you play the number 1 seeded team. So you got the hardest road to come back.
Yep.
And who was that you played that was the number 1 seed? We
played Shaw University.
Okay. It's not like you and Shaw real close anyway, is it? It's all right, Coach. It's all right. Coach, it's all right. Coach, I appreciate you being here today with your 2 personable young ladies.
Thank you so much.
Just lighting and illuminating the screen. So how can you not go and support this volleyball team? See these 2 young ladies right here with their coach? They need your support. They're going to be on the road. If you're on the road, you need to meet them on the road. You need to support them and go see them. You know, like I said, Claflin's a new kid on the block. They're fighting their way through for respect. And the more people that come and support them, the better it is. Don't make them feel like they're strangers. They represent you. Coach, what would you like to say to the fans?
This is a season of get back. So anytime or any place where we're close to our alumni, our community members, our boosters, our board of trustees, former athletes, former Claflinites, please, 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 we love to see you. We love to have you support us. But this is a season of get back. So I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Y'all heard it straight from Coach Shy. She's not shy about that. She said this is the season of get back. That's GITBAC. This is the Claflin Athletic Show. We have the women's volleyball team with you. When you say wave goodbye to them, it's just so long because you will see them again. We're going to give you updates. It's there in season. We want you to support them and know what's going on. Thank y'all very much for being a part of the Claflin Athletic Show. This is Mickey Clayton, the coach, with Coach Shy. Her two of her seniors off that senior leadership team. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Claflin University has been the choice of thousands of students to help them prepare for a life of success and to realize their dreams.
Claflin has an amazing reputation of preparing the workforce here in the South Carolina region and globally. We know that your experience here at Claflin will be transformational.
The university has many articulation agreements with international institutions of higher education. Consider Claflin University as your choice because the world needs visionaries.